I'm Lieutenant Kevin Dillon. Today I'm going to be talking about managing use of force, all right? Measuring use of force. Especially I'm talking to my trainers out here. All right, guys and gals, we have been providing training to our officers on arrested control, countermeasures, and officer survival, all right? We need to do a paradigm shift about how we are doing things. First of all, true training is not to be measured by the speed of acquisition, nor is it to be measured by the level of performance reached. It's only to be measured in post-training tasks in the real world. I am still so frustrated that 50% of the agencies I talk to, and guys, I am on the road every week, and I'm in a different state almost every week, and it's still the same. Use of force reports or training, all right? Trainers, if you are training officers, instructing officers in arrest control, all right, you need to look at the data to determine retainability and effectiveness. What is being done on the street? Put the egos aside. Well, we do the ABC system. That's great. Now, how does that work for you? Works great. What does the data say? What data? You collect use of force reports, right? Responding to resistance and aggression. Subject action reports, yes. All right. When you collect them, what does the data say pertaining to the level of effectiveness, the levels of deployments, the retainability, the injury ratio, or how often it's used? And if they do get the use of force reports back to the trainers, it is not in a format that they can query the data. So therefore, they'd have to go back to each report to read. Well, we don't collect that. When you survey your officers, what does the survey say pertaining to the retainability? What is the go-to move? What has been effective for them? What has been ineffective for them? What has caused injuries to people? What has not caused injuries? Oh, we don't survey either. So you have no clue if it's working or not. Now, the reason I share this with you is because if I have a good, smart attorney, all right, they're going to try to discredit you right off the bat. So as an instructor, I want you to say, Chief, sir, ma'am, please funnel the use of force reports back to us so we can analyze the training of which we have been providing our officers. One, it's going to protect us as an agency. It's going to make us transparent. We're going to correct deficiencies. We're going to identify deficiencies, all right? But unless the trainers are getting back what's training, how are they ever going to know what's been working or not? I'll leave you with one more thing pertaining to managing use of force. You can't manage what you're not measuring, all right? Use of force reports need to be designed in a format that you can query the data. How many techniques you're really teaching, all right? We'll say 3-4 takedowns, all right? Striking, baton, OC, think about it. If you're teaching 2 or 3 takedowns, put them in a Dropbox. So if you want to query what you're training them to do, here's the data. Also, that's where you're going to find problems. All of a sudden, if you realize that, do you realize that 60% of the times when we are using force, we have more than 2 officers there? They're going to identify, if you don't identify it, an legal attorney will. I mean, their experts will. They're going to say, officer, it's reasonable, foreseeable, clearly by the data, that the majority of the times you use force involves multiple officers. Could you please provide the members of the jury your lesson plan pertaining to multiple officer control? It's obviously foreseeable, so tell us why you haven't done that. Several issues about tracking and training use of force. Good luck with it.